Okay. Oop, wrong screen. Fuck. Okay, there we go. Hello. Hi, chat. For those of you who are wondering why it took so long to start stream, I was actually setting up multi-chat so that I don't have to zip my head around anytime I want to see what YouTube wants. So now both my chats are in the same spot and I don't have to go anytime I want to see what's going on. So that's great. Now I just have one little thing here that's multi-chat. I'd like to thank Miss DVD, for helping me set this up. And by helping me, I mean she sent me a file and said, go do this. It was very helpful. I thank her a lot. Don't you give me that filth look. Is there an option to make emotes bigger? Give me a sec. Because I do have like styling and everything, but I don't know if there's a way to make emotes bigger. I'm hoping that YouTube does work because it's showing that it works, but I don't want to I don't want messages to stop happening. Just out of nowhere. Let's see here. Make emojis larger. There we go. All right, now I got to change this. Collection docs. Change the doc. Okay. Next, if you could use one of your emotes, that'd be great. Because it does like wipe the chat after I do it. I don't know how much larger the emojis are going to be. All I know is I'm doing this just to make things easier. For anyone who wants to know what I've been up to, takes a while to load. Oh, your emotes? Fair enough. I've been practicing with the plasma repeater. I've been trying to turn it into a burst and charge weapon. So you burst fire and then give it a charge attack. I'm just trying to figure out about what I want the charge attack to be. I was thinking of having it fire tracking burst, or you can hold down the trigger to charge up a single fire but fast projectile. So there's like plus sides and downsides to it. You could just fire 2 shots to take out an elite shield, but then you have a really slow rate of fire plasma repeater. So it's like a long range shield stripper. That's kind of what I want to do with it. Make it like a ranged shield stripper. I don't know if I want to give it a scope though. I'm tempted to give it a scope. Okay, yeah, those are like pretty readable emojis. And in case you haven't realized, I did also give it custom, not custom, but like a new animation graph. So when you charge up and fire, it's actually using the concussion rifle's firing animation. I do think it overheats a bit too quickly though. Where's the plasma repeater? I had to make a separate plasma. I had to copy the plasma repeater originally, so I didn't break anything. It does still use object function heat generated per round. Let's see if that. Let me check real quick. There we go. So I gave it I'm giving it its old heat generation back so that it still works. The secondary fire still takes away like 50 heat. But yeah, that's basically what I want to do. I want to make it so that it's a burst fire weapon when you tap the trigger. Oh, Bareback family just got home, fair enough. I want to make it a burst fire weapon if you tap the trigger, but holding down the trigger will charge up a singular projectile that's good at breaking shields. That's really good at breaking shields, but like doesn't really do a lot of damage outside of that. Although it seems to be able to kill jackals in a single hit. Or at least skirmishes. It's probably not like it's not great against AI just yet, considering it's just a plasma repeater projectile but stronger. I want to give it like more lights, but for now it seems to be able to take out an elite shield in 2 hits. These do use base values. So let me spawn in a squad of elites. Okay, a singular elite. This guy's an elite miner. It's 1 hit, 2 hit. Okay, yeah, that clears out their shields pretty easily. But then you'll probably want to use the regular firing to take him down. Right, I forgot that I reduced the amount of needles this has. Forgot I reduced that. Yeah, because now more of a marksman weapon. Because 3 needles to kill is pretty powerful. Let's spawn in an elite major. And just want to test to see. Let's do an elite ultra. Okay. So their shields can survive. Their shields can survive 2 hits, and the 3rd hit will take it down. Fuck. Let's edit this. Charged. Let's make it, instead of plasma fast, we'll make it EMP. That's SMP. I really want to play Minecraft again. All right, EMP. I think that's the right one. I don't think that was the right one. I think I just gave it the ability to EMP vehicles. I did not. Okay, hang on. I wish I could do charge-driven stuff. Where's the plasma pistols thing? Projectiles. Damage effect. Charged bolt. What does it use? It uses EMP, and it has EMP damage as a custom label. Gotcha. Let's add that. Will this shouldn't, yeah, it won't stop a vehicle. But this should take out his shields in 1 hit. Or not. Let's make it. Right, I think I know what happens. Yeah, it just becomes ridiculously weak. Which is what we want. I just want this to be like a pseudo-ranged shield stripper. Actually, I don't think it's doing any damage. I don't think it does any damage, but that's what we want. I wanted a shield stripping plasma weapon at range. Because the focus rifle is no longer really a shield stripper and is now just straight up a sniper. Fine. Yeah, it doesn't do any damage now. Let's increase the time between firing so that you can't just spam charge shots. And what I think I'll do is I'm going to make it so that the plasma repeater automatically fires if you hold it down. So, secondary. We're going to add a fire recovery time of 1 second. Yeah. So if you try holding down the trigger before the 1 second is up, you can't. I could also make it like 0.5 to match with the animation. And I'm pretty sure can't fire while others is recovering. I think I need. Can't fire when other is recovering so that. I think 1 second might actually be good enough. I think a full second of fire recovery would be fair. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think it's fair to have like a full second not being able to fire after firing a powerful EMP shot. I do need to set up the animations though. You can also be like, you can also like fire it and then vent. Although it does seems like can't like fire immediately after. Oh, that's the soft recovery, isn't it? I think we can leave that at 0.1. That's soft recovery, 0.2. And then have it, that's at 1.5. Yeah. When it's finished charging, it stops. Okay, how many seconds is that? 1, 2. So about 2 seconds. Let's see. Let's make a discharge after 2 seconds. About charged time. Discharge. Actually, let's try 1 second first. That lowered it. Wait, what if we make the charging time 5 seconds? Okay, so it spins as long as it's charging. So if we set that at 0, okay, you set that to 2 seconds. Maybe 1.5. Maybe 2 seconds is a bit long for a shield stripping weapon. Yeah, so now if you hold down the trigger, it'll automatically fire the projectile. You actually have to wait for it to recover before you can fire the thing again. It makes it very hard to hit the shots when you're not in control of when it deactivates. Let's get rid of that. Make the charging time 0.8 seconds. We'll go back next. So slow when it's at max heat. I don't want to make the charge shot of this a what's it called? I forgot the name. A tracking projectile, because that would just make it a better plasma pistol. I want to make this hit scan, so it's like it's better for not hit scan. Just a longer range, so it's like it's better for range, but the plasma pistol is still there for like vehicles and stuff. I don't want this to replace the plasma pistol completely. I do need to give this a contrail though. Let's set the how fast is 100 velocity? I'm gonna set that to 80. Velocity to 80. Let me quickly see. How many bursts does it take to take out an elite shield? 1, 2. Okay. I think the appeal to this is slowly coming through. About 7 bursts versus the 3 charged shots that are easier to hit. So you would basically, instead of hitting those 3 bursts, it'd be 1, 2. Oh, I missed. Oh god, I just suck at this game. Hang on. Let me pull out my controller. I play with the controller more than I do on mouse and keyboard. 1, 2, 3. And then you would vent and then fire. Maybe this isn't a good idea. Don't you boo me. Don't you boo me, Nex. Maybe I shouldn't do a charge attack. I thought about making it so it has grenades, but grenades are just very clunky. Maybe I should make it a latch zoom. So when you zoom in, you get like a single fire projectile. Here, let's try this. Change it from that to latch zoom. Oh, but it can't zoom in. Maybe I should have just kept it how it is. Just a fully automatic burst weapon that slows down the longer you fire. I think I'm going to keep it the way it was. I think this isn't a good idea. I don't think my idea is good in this case. I think keeping it as a burst fire weapon, maybe give it some tracking projectiles would be better. Copy element. Replace. I might have fucked up. Okay, hang on. Spew, primary. Hey, fake account name, how you doing? Prediction, spew, remove, fire, remove. And then we delete that. So we can just copy element, replace. I am a little bit annoyed because it took me a while to figure out how to create a frame event list for the plasma repeater. And all it took was me having to export an animation into Blender, and it would create the frame list. Living the dream one nightmare at a time. Dreams aren't nightmares. These guys were charge their shields a lot quicker. I love how slow this weapon can get to. I thought about porting other weapons into Reach. Like some other Halo weapons into Reach. Because Halo Reach is a game that I'm very familiar with when it comes to modding. Unlike other games. You're fighting daily insomnia. Just existing, really. Just doing stuff. Been practicing my modding more and more to get better at it. I'm glad how this turned out, though. I'm glad how the Halo 2 energy sword animations turned out. His helmet just saved him. Remember, kids, helmet only saves you once, and then it fails every other time. I forgot that I ported over the Halo 3 shoulders. I don't know why the Halo 3 shoulders look good on the elites. They just do. I do like them, though. I just wish that the textures were a bit higher res. But I mean, as long as you're not, like, going... then you should be fine with the textures. I'm sorry to anyone I jump scared with that sound. Oh, right, I gotta do more hunters, don't I? I haven't done the hunters in a while. I only have the one hunter model, which drops the hunter cannon. And I still have to do HUD elements. Yeah, I still haven't done the hunter animation, the hunter stuff, which I'm glad with how this turned out because I've been trying to do this for a while, but we have it done now. We now have hunter cannons as weapons to pick up. I just need to make it so other hunters will drop their weapons. Well, I need to make more hunters to begin with. I'm thinking of making a hunter that has a shade turret. Maybe a hunter with a concussion rifle, and I want to do a needler hunter, a hunter that just fires needles. I also have to check out to make sure these guys fire plasma repeaters correctly. Do you fire it all at once or? Okay, no, yeah, I didn't fuck up. Basically, what I'm making sure they do is that they don't fire their entire burst in one shot, which is very strong and very annoying to deal with. Let me remove all the elements for weapon charging now that that's done. Now that I know I'm not using it anymore. Okay, there we go. Everything that involves it charging is gone now. Stupid elite. I'm thinking of also giving these guys like much brighter lights on them. At least when they're alive. And making like the lights glow and stuff. Like you can see they have lights on them. I'm thinking of making those glow when they have their shields up. And then like turn off when their shields are down. Like how they have the sparks around them. I'm thinking of doing that, but for their lights. Wort. God, I love the energy sword in this game. Another thing that's on our list is setting up more equipment. We currently have just the custom one that we're currently thinking of using is the Jackal Shield, which didn't take that long to set up, actually. It uses a machine gun turret as the base, and I just had the character's hand... I just moved the character's left-hand position to be put up in front. And it also always uses the Covenant weapon armor ability charger instead of the human one when on the player, so it looks like it's still Covenant tech. So yeah, a shield will pop up. It does work too. Let me show you. I get this elite's attention. I do this. Shields up. Yep. I do believe the shield can break too. Like without running out of charge, the shield I believe can break. Like if I'm not careful. Like if you're not careful enough, they can break it and it won't recharge until you put it away. God, this thing is a little bit weak. But yeah. So Jackal Shield for the player. I do need to do stuff for that too. I'm currently thinking of what to do for another weapon. I thought about a Covenant crossbow kind of thing, but that would just be the Plasma Caster. I think the Plasma Caster would be pretty damn cool. Plasma Caster is fun to use in Halo 5. I thought about just porting over the Plasma Caster to Reach, but porting over the Plasma Caster to Reach, I think would be really necessary when I can just modify the model for the concussion rifle and make it blue and give it like a scope or something. Because they look nearly identical. Just the plasma caster has its thing underneath it rather than on top, or like a hatch that opens up. But I know for a fact that I want to do a plasma caster of some kind. Only issue is what I'm going to do with the plasma launcher now. I'm thinking of making that pink and making it a needler, like a needle weapon. I want to replace its reload animation with the charging animation. I don't know if it's possible, but I want to replace its reload animation with the charging animation, or like overlay that and have it so... I wonder if that's possible, actually. Can I give it 4 rounds and make it so it like slowly refills it? One moment. I'm gonna make a copy of the plasma launcher and see if I can make a like a reloading version, or like an automatically loading version. I don't know how I'm going to do that in terms of animations. Like, I might have to change the animation. Support high plasma launcher. I'm going to paste that and copy paste. We'll keep the normal one so we don't have to change a lot of things. I think the plasma launcher is in the map, so I don't have to change much. Let's change to the foundation screen. Yeah, I tried to like improvise with like an anvil launcher, but I can't make the rocket come back down. So I'm thinking like when you charge it up, each of these little things comes back. So I'm wondering if we can make it so it's an ammo loaded function instead. Where is functions? Primary charged. What if we change it to rounds loaded? Primary ammunition. Okay. Okay, let's change this to work on ammo instead of a battery system. For that, we need to add a magazine. Add. Rounds recharged. Rounds total initial, let's say 40. Rounds total maximum 40. This is just in the thing. Oh god, a best viewer bot. Why can't I? Oh, Twitch has hidden my mod icons. Ben. Alright. Stupid little bot's dead now. Alright, so 40. Rounds loaded maximum 4. Rounds reloaded 1. How do I make it so it reload? No, never mind. I'm gonna figure that out later. Rounds later. We can make it so it recharges rounds. I gotta remove everything that involves weapon aging. I think it's at the bottom. Age generated per round. 0, 0. Okay, let's spawn in a plasma launcher. Okay, so that didn't work. Let's give this let's change the HUD elements. Oh wait, I don't think I gave it a I don't think I actually assigned it a magazine. First off, let's change it from charge to latch. Prediction spew, fire, none, 0, 0. You can fire from partial charge. Remove the charge fractions. Yeah, this overheats too, by the way. I could make this like a 4-round burst thing. Hang on, let me show you. So this is what it does right now. it used to be you had to charge it 4 times. I'm thinking we could lower the damage of each grenade. Set that to 8. We make it do this. Make it do that. So like charge up the 4 shots and be like, and it'd be an anti-air thing. What are you modding? I am modding Halo Reach. That is what we were modding. Welcome in. I'm trying to think of like, we could lower the damage that these deal and let them like, and make them really good at tracking. So it's not really a, it's not really something you would use on a weaker target. So let me, like, and you fire the shots. You get 1 on. He's still alive though. Okay, he's not alive anymore. Do I have vehicles on the map? I think I do. What next? Don't give me that look. Spawn points. Always place. Put that there. Vehicle type. Ghost. Okay. So you'd fire it at like a vehicle. Yeah, so basically, it's basically a non-charging tracking Spartan laser, which might be a bit powerful. But I'm thinking we weaken the damage of the explosions and make it so that what we could do is make it so it's really inaccurate if you don't track. Hang on, let me look at this. So like, we'll make the error angle 2 and 2. So this is what it looks like if you don't track anything. Okay, 2 of those were very on target. Minimum error 2. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so basically really inaccurate if you don't track something. But if you find a target you want to track, they'll go to it. Maybe I should make... Hang on. Maybe... Maybe I should make it a 2 burst instead of a 4 burst. And... yeah. No, I probably should make it a... I should make it like... It needs to overheat when you use it, so that you can't just spam it as many times. Let's replace the charged bits with rounds loaded. Where is it? Here we are. Primary charge. We want primary... It's primary weapon. Primary ammunition. Let's see how that looks. Let's see if that actually changes it. All right, I have infinite ammo on. You also don't seem to be using ammo. Right, you actually have to tell it to use the ammo, don't you? Rounds per shot. Magazine, here we are. Is it recharging? Oh, right, I said it's a 4. Wait, did I say it's a 4? Fucking hell. No, that's not what we want. I did not know this thing reloaded. I did not know this thing had a reload animation. Hang on, let's give this the Furod Guns HUD, just so we know what's going on. Can it actually reload anything? No, it can't. Gotcha. I didn't know this thing had a reload animation just in it. Okay, so the thing isn't working. Ah. Primary ammunition. So that's not working. I don't know why it's not working. I will figure this out. I will. That is a lot of math that I'm not going to figure out. Let's go into first person. I'm going to check the animation settings, the animation graph. Ah. Okay, I think I see the problem. Okay, maybe I don't see the issue. Because the flaps won't open. Maybe I'm just dumb. That kind of worked. I set that to primary firing. What if I do that? That did not work. Not working. This is not good. Not good. What if I set it to primary firing when I do this? Maybe I'm just not doing it correctly. What happens if I make this primary ammunition? Wait, that's exactly what I wanted. Oh, I was messing with the wrong one. Okay, I was messing with the wrong one. Yeah, so now it spins when ammo is ready. Don't do it in third person, but it does it in first person. I wonder if I can slow it down. You know what happens if I have to slow it down, right, chat? You know what I have to do, right? Let's grab our good friend Blender. All right. Who wants to watch me have a crash out over Blender again like I did the first time I tried to figure out animating? Well, not animating. We're not animating anything. We're actually still stealing. I'm kidding. We're not stealing. Yes, we are. Did Blender just crash on me? No, we're good. What we need now is we need the first person animations. Oh, not the first person animations just yet. We need the first person model. Then we import the animations and then the plasma launcher. Spartan, FP, weapons, support high, plasma launcher, import animations and import frame events. Has no render model set in this. Huh? It worked last night. Maybe I have to do this. Maybe I have to do this instead. Sorry, I blocked chat. Okay, eating popcorn at my expense. I see how it is. Foundry import. Yeah, I think I might have just imported the wrong thing. Okay, that says FP now, so that might be correct. Import animations and frame events. Okay, that worked, I think. Yeah, that worked, see? Now we have all the animations and stuff. Then what we need to do is we need to actually add the plasma launcher. No markers. Click on that, click on this. Join. Pose mode. No, not pose mode, edit. Edit mode. Right hand. It won't play the animations, will it? No, it won't, because it doesn't match up technically. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Yeah, the animations don't technically match up with the models, do they? That's annoying. Although I think it's just because you can't actually import the animations into Blender directly from Reach. I think you actually have to change it in a different way. If it wasn't so fast, I'd be fine with it. Like one of them just straight up snaps. Render freeze. I said render freeze. Yeah, see, it's just too fast. Some of them spin nicely. I think that's because it's just off thing. Oh shit, I forgot that I'm not. Okay. Like some of it spins normally, like that, and then others just basically teleport and snap into place. This is kind of what I wanted it to be, though. Can't believe this thing had an emote. All right, so I'm going to save and quit this. And we're going to set this back to We're going to set this back to how it was originally. I'm going to remove the new plasma launcher I tried to create and replace it back with the old one. Delete this page. Close. Reopen. And it should be back to its normal self. Yep, it charges now. I'm trying to think of other weapons I would want to add to Halo Reach. Oh shit, I'm out of my drink. I forgot that I was supposed to grab a drink before I started. That's why I said 1 moment. 1 sec. Alright, I'm back. I have to go to work tomorrow and the day after. Not good. Not good at all. I'm thinking of adding some weapons from other Halo games into the game though. But like, I don't want to over bloat the game, if you know what I mean. We have like, what I want to do for Halo Reach's weapon sandbox is I want to make the UNSC weapons traditional, like normal. An assault rifle fires at full on everything, DMR, single fire, battle rifle, burst fire, SMG is just really fast, close range. I want the Covenant weapons to be the unique ones. So like, this one's a burst fire weapon, but you also have the ability to vent it whenever you need to. The carbine, I don't know what's unique about the fucking carbine. There's nothing unique about that thing. Plasma rifle, it ramps up its rate of fire and is pretty consistent. Brute plasma rifle speeds up its rate of fire. That's basically what I want to do. I want to make the UNSC weapons traditional, make the Covenant weapons unique. What weapons do I want to use for? What other weapons from other Halo games that would be pretty cool to have in this Halo game? Ah, the Coke went everywhere. Great, the Coke can't explode. Okay, awesome. That was great. I love having the Coke can explode. Jesus, guys. I just realized I left my phone in its case and I put it on the charger, which is causing it to practically overheat. There we go. Let's not have issues. All right. The plasma launcher, I think, is back to normal. I'm trying to think of what would be a good ability weapon. Kind of like with this thing. This is technically a weapon. I'm trying to think of what could be like a good option as another like weapon. It also isn't supposed to look down this far. It's supposed to stop at about here. I don't know why it's allowed to look down so far. I'm trying to think of what could be a good armor ability to add. I'm thinking of adding a ground pound kind of thing. You know, I'll go with the classic one that I made ages ago. I'll make a third person one. There was an armor ability that I made a while ago that just puts you into third person. Although I'm pretty sure you can bind that onto your controller. I'm pretty sure you can bind it on people's controllers and mouse and keyboards and make it like you could press a button, you go into third person. Which I think would be pretty cool to add. That would be a pretty cool thing to add to Halo Reach. But that I think has to be a script. I could just make it a third person button and just call it like enhanced sensors. I do want to try a hover pack. Like I want to not like the jetpack, but like a jetpack that like keeps you in the air instead of sending you upwards. Like stabilization jets from Halo 5, where you aimed down sight in the air and you'd stop and float. Auto turrets don't work in this game before anyone asks, by the way. They deprecated the stuff that makes them work. So in Halo Reach, you can't spawn an auto turret, which sucks because I really wanted to. I really wanted to spawn auto turrets. That's sad. It makes me sad. Yeah, so currently we just have the Jackal shield as an equipment. I gotta change the way you look down at this thing. Negative 40? Yeah, no, I gotta make it more than that. Negative 20. Why can I still look directly up and down? Maybe because it's a support weapon, it ignores this thing. Hang on, let me check the thing. Is equipment special weapon? Yeah, okay. I gotta take away that, and I can't put on this. Yeah, okay. That's exactly why. That's fair. That's fair. That's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I did mess around with the idea of like a UNSC backpack that would give you a turret. That was one I thought of, and then I had this one which gives you a grenade launcher. Like, you slow down a lot, but you're okay for the most part. Still faster while strafing though. But yeah, Currently, I think the Jackal Shield is the only one that isn't too broken. Because when you think about it, as long as you wait long enough, these two are effectively just infinite ammo turrets. So I don't know if I want to use weapons. An idea that I also had was to create like a flag. So when you used your armor ability, a zone would appear around you and anyone close enough to you would basically get a health buff. But I don't know if it works because I need to jump into co-op. I need someone else to install the mod and test it with me. I don't think I can make split screen in I don't think I can make split screen in the thing. What could be a great equipment? But yeah, the flag. Can you start up a split screen? Can you start up split screen in Sapien? Before I forget real quick. Okay. How do I start up Sapien split screen? Sapien split screen. This is going to be one of these things again where Discord says we can't find that. Then I remove something, then I remove one word and 1,000 results pop up. I know this exists. Stop lying to me and saying it doesn't. God damn it. I hate it when this thing does this. Ah. Ah. My dog is barking at someone at the door. Hmm. Um. God damn it. Halo mod tools split screen. I know there was someone who made it. Sapien. God damn it. God damn it. All right. Your boy doesn't know what's going on or how to do it. So if I click... Yeah. I know there's a way to do it, but I can't remember. Because I remember doing it in Halo 3. I don't know if it works for Halo Reach as well, though. That is my issue. That is my issue. It could work for Halo 3, but I don't... It could work for Halo Reach, but I don't know if it does. That is my issue right now. Well, trying to figure this out is going to have to be me trying to go back and forth with a thing. Can't wait to go back and forth with this in the thing. I need to figure out how to spawn in something that acts like a player to see if they get the benefits, but maybe I can make a little generator thing that appear. Oh no, but I can't make something appear as an enemy because AI spawning through equipment doesn't work anymore. Let me go to the regular equipment slot and see if there's, because Halo Reach I think comes with like a blank equipment. Equipment pack. No, it doesn't come with a blank equipment. I guess I could use... I use active camouflage for my blank equipment. But I really have to make a blank equipment slot. What can I do? Multiplayer power-up. Spawner. I don't know if it's spawner spawns in an enemy. Proxy mine. Show me. I think that's just like an actual radius. Invincibility mode. Tree of Life. I know how that works. Shapeshifter. Oh, just change the look of the player. That doesn't actually change you into another character. Repulsor field, which would be pretty funny. I would have been your daddy. Laser designator. Super jump. Doesn't mean you have super landing though. Ammo pack. Okay. Power fist. I think it just increases your melee damage. Health pack. I think actually a health pack, a backpack with a bunch of health kits would be pretty helpful and pretty cool. Jetpack. We already know jetpack. Hologram. I wanted to make a hologram that spawned a bunch of player characters that would like distract. Special weapon we've used. Equipment type special. I think that's just evade and stuff. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's engineers. The engineers for the thing. And then there's sprint. There's a few here that we can mess around with. I might modify the George's backpack thing that I made. Like this thing over here. Like this is a custom model. I think I might modify this or get a different one and just add a bunch of med kits onto the side of it and make it so like you can use the armor ability like 5 times or something and you heal. I just want the player to have more options than sprint and armor lock. Because sprint and armor lock are going to dominate the game. If I make that infinite health pack and make it on a cooldown, I think that might be a bit too overpowered. But I don't know. See, if I make it recharge, I think I'm gonna have to figure out a way to. I'm either gonna have to make it like one-time use and it takes forever to recharge, or I just have to make it like you got multiple uses, but it runs out. This area is so cool. I love how this is just a lighting map. Like this is its entire purpose. Its entire purpose is to test lighting. Also be an ammo pack. Health given over energy used. Ooh, I have an idea. We can make like a thing that like as you like constantly use its energy. You can have a thing that drains your energy shields but gives you health. Hang on, I gotta duplicate the thing for this. I'm gonna make 2. I'm gonna make a blank armor ability, and I'm gonna make this one. So, equipment, active camouflage. Copy paste that, and we're gonna rename active camouflage to blank. I'm gonna rename that blank. And we'll make that later. For now, I don't want this to leave my mind. So get blank, copy, rename. We'll call this. What should we call this? We'll. I don't know if we want to give this a trade-off or not. Of like you lose your shields, but you're constantly regenerating health. Steroids. I'm gonna make its internal name steroids. I'll probably call it something else in-game, but for now its internal name is steroids. I'm pretty sure I spelled steroids wrong too. Cannot be activated in a vehicle. We don't care if it's activated in a vehicle. Do not duck sound. Doesn't drop support weapon. How long should I go unnoticed by enemies? 0 seconds. Remove that. We don't need it. We don't need this. Trait field. Nope. We don't need anything about AI. Save. And then what we want to do is we want to go to, I think it was, not that, health pack. Okay. We gotta add steroids to our map. Okay. Let's damage ourselves. Weapon. Where's concussion rifle? Do I not have the concussion rifle? I swear I added the concussion rifle. I guess I never did. Where's the plasma pistol then? I'll just drain my health with that. I know for a fact the plasma pistol's here. You can't lie to me. Yeah. Oh, right. The concussion rifle is called Elite Shot. Is it called Elite Shot? No, it's called a concussion rifle, isn't it? Ignore the cat, by the way. I guess I never did add the plasma pistol or the concussion rifle to this map. Did I at least modify the... I know I modified the plasma pistols. Did I modify the concussion rifle's HUD elements? Well, that's something we're going to have to check out, aren't we? Yeah, I modified its thing. All right, whatever. Cheats, deathless player. Not healing me. Maybe I'll just make it just the regular health thing. Although that wasn't really... Wait, where's the health pack equipment? I know there's a health pack equipment just on its own. Health pack. Equipment. How does this work? 45. Okay. That's why it does that. Because it instantly uses itself. Does 45. Okay. Periodic. Oh, it just picked up. Oh, nope, there we go. Okay, that basically fully healed me instantly. Need to make it so as it's used, it just keeps healing. But I also need to sap away shields, but it's not. It worked with the other one. What if I just do that? Okay, no, that doesn't work either. Hang on. What if I remove that? What if I just copy paste this? Copy element. Append element. Okay. Maybe it has to run out of charge for it to... Maybe the moment it runs out of charge, it's gonna... Okay, no, that didn't heal at all. Never mind. Make it basic. Health given over energy used. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna jump into the sky and hurt myself that way. Wait, is it currently on right now? Oh my god, the equipment doesn't even have to be active. You know, I think I just wasn't taking damage. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, it doesn't stop stun time. That's why. Okay. So we need Tree of Life then, which unstuns the body. We take damage. Okay. So it doesn't start until I stop. What if I click unstun shields? Okay, so it doesn't work if I take damage, I think. Tree of Life, I think, just doesn't work. Super jump is so funny. I mean, it works when you're not hurt, which is an issue because it means I can't tell. All right, is this going to take away my health again, or not dying from falling is giving me the impression that I am actually invincible while I have this on. Got to remove all the errors. My bad, chat. Shame. Difficulty legendary. I'm not invincible. It just seems like, okay, maybe invincibility stops me from dying from fall damage. Okay. Wait, I wonder. No, okay. So I have to wait until I'm not taking damage before the health actually kicks in. I'm not quite sure why it works with the health pack. Still not quite sure. Why does the health pack work then, huh? Why does this one work? Third person camera while active. Wait, is this an actual equipment? Hang on. Is this being used as an actual equipment instead of like a thing? Hold the steroids. God, I should not have named it steroids. Okay, hang on. Let me place down a health pack. Why is it saying... What? Why is it being treated as... And it just instantly healed. Okay. I am questioning everything now. What? Are there 2 health packs and I just didn't realize it? I started looking through this and I'm like, wait, why does it have a thing? Equipment pickup health pack. It doesn't have its own thing. It's... Hang on. Let me pick up another equipment. Equipment health pack swap. Okay, so this must have been an older version of the health pack. Okay, you need to stop shooting at random shit. Be gone. This must have been an earlier version of the health pack. before they changed it. How does it work now? Health underscore pack. 0 items found. That's a fucking lie. Let's just use the thing from here. Health underscore pack. There's probably a second equipment thing that I'm just not aware of. No? What? Then what? What's the one that they use in the maps? Is there like a bit of code that changes it when you play Reach? That's so strange. Why are you the way that you are? Why are you like this? Oh well. I guess that's something we'll never know. Let's trying to think of what we could do to this one to make it unique. I really wish Tree of Life worked, but it doesn't. I could make invincibility like in Halo 3. I'm thinking of giving that to Brute Chieftains. Spawned object, I could do a spawned object. God, imagine if I could flip the camera upside down and make like a wall pack thing. Like something that sticks you to the ceiling and lets you walk around. But you can't flip the things. Holograms. What could I do with the hologram? The thing. Destruction effect. I could make a hologram that runs in and explodes. That is an option. All I'm seeing is like... Yeah, this is the engineer one. Radius. Make this... I'll keep that at 1. Give shields to owner. Okay, engineer no work. Oh, shield name. I don't know. I guess we'll mess with that later. I could just do a trait field. Because it's player trait field, which I don't know what it would do. Okay. Low gravity would be pretty funny. Make better motion sensors. So let's see. What else can I do? Third person camera while active. Does that hide anything? No. That is as simple as it can get. Just giving the player a third person camera so they can see more. See more. So if I did this, the player would just have third person, which means they could see around corners. And I know there are definitely some weirdos that like playing Halo in third person. I don't know if I'd put a timer on this ability or just make it infinite. Because why would you need a timer on invincibility? Or not invincibility, third person. What does hide's weapon on activation do? I'm assuming that's like in first person. I don't know. Despite my knowledge of modding, I don't know everything. I could also do color change. I could also change the player's appearance. Because there is an appearance traits thing here. Hang on. Add no radius. Add. Set that so I know it's... Set it to this so I know it's working. Huh? Oh, I have to actually... Damn, you have to add everything here. Fuck. Add... Who the hell plays in third person? I don't know. There are people that like playing games in third person. Oh, the player straight up can't jump. But you go really fast. There is actually a thing I could do to make it so that you play the game and it'll really in a thingy. I don't know. Off. Unchanged. Yeah, but Halo... people play Halo Infinite firefighting third person sometimes. Why can't I jump while this is active? That's strange. What if I set this to unchanged? No, I just can't jump while it's active. That's such a strange thing to happen. I haven't done anything to change my jump. I can turn on double jump. On plus lunge. Oh, jump multiplier. Here we go. I have opinions about that. Good to know. Double jump crashes the game. Excellent knowledge. So, chat, what have we learned? Double jump crashes the game. Well, double jump plus lunge crashes the game. We don't know if double jump itself crashes the game. Okay, I did not save the equipment. Good to know. We're probably not going to use steroids for anything. I'm just going to say it now. Steroids is probably not going to actually be an equipment that I use. I am thinking, however, of like... I've been trying to figure out how to get equipment that activates when you... that activates when you... Like, activates vision. Like a separate vision mode. Okay, so double jump in general doesn't work. Good to know. We gotta reopen it again. Everyone, for the record, double jump doesn't work. There is one that gives infinite ammo that I could just do, like, if you activate it, you get, like, infinite ammo or recharging grenades. But I feel like if I did that, people would just grab a rocket launcher and just start spamming rockets indefinitely, which I don't think is a good idea. There is an overshield one, actually. I could... Okay, so... Oh, what would be better? I'm trying to think of what would be better. Just activating it and you instantly get like, max overshields, or you press it and it, like, slowly charges them. Because I feel like if I made it so it's slowly charged, it wouldn't be as good. Shield traits. Body recharge rate. Okay, let's try that. Now we have to bring back the steroids. Okay, double jump has been disabled. No one will be double jumping and crashing my game. Would be pretty funny. Using steroids gives you a double jump. Oh, I know what I could do actually. Unchanged. Shield recharge rate goes down. Wait, what is overcharge recharge? Hang on. 3 times. Yeah, and then you get overshields. But then, how about when you deactivate it, or when it's not even when it's not active, you lose your shields, but you get a. If I make it 1 and just let it, how long will it take to It takes a while. See, that's a problem because I want it to be instant. And I want it to do the shield break effect. Oh, wait, I have an idea. Objects, characters, Spartan, FX, armor effects? No. Shield. Shield collapse, I think, is what I need. Okay, that made no sound whatsoever. That made no fucking sound. All right, what about shield down? It makes no sound. Why does it not make a sound? Let's make a separate effect. Shield collapse underscore equipment. So we edit this. None of these have the sound in it, do they? It does have the sound. Why doesn't it play the sound though? Location replace. What if I change the location to FX Shield Core? There we go. All right, let's move this to where the equipment is. We're going to rename this equipment too, by the way. Actually, no, we probably shouldn't rename it so I don't have to go on a wild goose chase and figuring out where it is. I should probably also copy paste the other 2 things that I need. Oh, I can't do them both at once. Cringe. Well, this just made this super annoying. Not super, but just more annoying than usual. Here's the funny thing. Even though I have my shields down, I would still like play a damage effect that I had if I had shields on without changing this. So then I don't think I have to do the recharge thing now. So shield multiplier, set that to 0. Activate that and your shields go. If only it didn't remove the shield thing in general. Yeah, you activate that And then let's set healing. We'll set damage resistance to 150. Body multiplier, I don't know. Body recharge rate to 200%. And we'll give 100% vampirism. So now if I spawn an enemy, he's in his ghost. He's in his little ghost again. Cheats. We don't want to do it. So we do that. Okay, hang on. I need him out of the ghost. You can delete this now. He can go back to his little squad position. Let's give myself infinite equipment, just so I know if it works properly. Let's set them to legendary, by the way. That's a lot of damage. Damn, maybe we do have to increase the body multiplier to 4 times. Poor fake me. Give me that. Oh, you only get the vampirism on kill? Oh no, it just doesn't heal you more than you can already do. It won't fully heal you to max. If I set body multiplier to 0, does that mean I have no health? That was just gonna kill me the moment I used it. Like you use it and you just die immediately. Yeah, this is practically what this is pretty much what I wanted. It's just the vampirism doesn't work. What about Tree of Life? Can Tree of Life please work for me? Tree of Life's just above this, isn't it? Yeah. Unstuns body. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Fuck, I might have to lower the fucking these guys in a little bit because they're powerful as shit. You could turn on headshot immunity too, so you can't get headshot out of it. I could also double the player's movement speed. 100 is that double? 100% isn't double, right? Oh god. Double movement speed is a bit much. What about 150? I want this to be like a beefy thing. Like you just become really beefy. Like your health regenerates quickly and you're hard to kill. But you do lose your shields. Hmm. I guess I could just do health pack. Make it give 1 energy every second. Spawn elite. Watch him as he murders my health. Why'd you stop? Oh, he's getting a bit close. Getting a bit closer. Yeah, stop chucking grenades. Oh my god, he fires that thing really fast. I'm gonna have to change how quick he can fire that thing at some point. Let me lower the difficulty to heroic. Just so I remember, I need to fucking fix the elites using the plasma repeater. Right, but I'm not going to heal unless my health is unstunned. Even though it doesn't work until I start until my shields come back, does it? Yeah, it doesn't work until my shields come back. And it only does 2 things. If I use it before combat. Run the fuck away! Marine did nothing to you, asshole. So this I don't think is going to work because I can't heal my health without changing the player itself. That's annoying. Energy change per clipback. I could replace the weapon thing with ammo crates for the backpack. I think this is going to have to go in the bin of not very good ideas. There's an idea in theory, but in the end, it didn't really do much. We'll copy paste this. We're going to make another one. We're going to make this a backpack. Ammo pack. We're going to make it so it uses more ammo the more energy, the more ammo you give yourself. So this can go because it doesn't exist anymore. Ammo pack. I forgot to change the name of the ammo pack equipment itself. So we're going to make the model George's backpack like I've been doing with the other thing. Which I think is already there, isn't it? No, I tried to do a waste pack. Oh, it's under Spartans, isn't it? I think I left it in the Spartan stuff. I was supposed to move it. Backpack. Yeah, there we are. Hang on, is this broken? Ah, this is the broken one. No, not what we wanted. Oh no. It's broken. Where's my chain gun? What do you use then? Oh, I put it there. That's where I put that. George backpack. I remember I had to make this because if I didn't, then there wouldn't be a thing. Default. Energy rate while move. No, we don't want. We don't want this. Let's see. We can clear out the shield effects. Ammo pack. Energy change per clip added. Let's say 5. Extra frags, 4. Plasmas, 4. Add that to the map. Oh, why doesn't it have its collision? Hang on, why doesn't it have collision? Is it using the wrong backpack? I think it has been. Yeah, there we go. I mean, I fucked up George's backpack. Hang on, let me grab George's biped, because I might have fucked up his biped. Spartan George. All right, where are you? No, he's still fine. Why are you like this? Why is it like this? Maybe it's not supposed to be chain gun. Maybe it's supposed to be ammo pack. See a fake account name. Have a good one. That's not right. I'm not quite sure what the difference is. What? Huh? What difference does it make, though? Oh, it still is like, wait, what? Oh. I know what the problem is. Nothing wrong with the backpack. I can keep it on ammo pack backpack. It's the location that it's supposed to be sitting in. B_pack. Or not? Is it not called B? B_pack is correct. Huh? What? What's different? I'm trying to figure out what's different about this. So it has its collision now. Still fits on the backpack nicely. Why are you doing this? Is it using the wrong model? Ammo pack. I'll just use the chain gun one. It doesn't matter. It's the same shit. There is something different. Oh, the stone marker is on the unit itself. Hang on. Backpack equip. Not B-pack. Why is it tiny? Hang on. I know there's probably a unit size thing, isn't there? Okay, there we go. I figured it out. I figured it out in the end. Let's remove infinite ammo. Oh, it does give ammo. It didn't replenish grenades, but it did give the assault rifle ammo. You have to, like, spam it. Okay, let's see here. Negative 0.25. Not using any active ability drain. Negative 0.25. Oh, I have infinite equipment on. Never mind. Oh. There we are. So that I think is because it's too much. -5? Yeah, okay. So I used -5. I got ammo. I think it's based off how much. Hang on. Let's remove the active energy rate. And I think the active energy cost. Yeah. I don't know what the math is for this, though. Let's say it's a 1. Let's remove the extra frags and plasmas. This is just going to be for ammo. So I went from... I went from... Okay. So... 0.1 energy will grant... Will grant 1 ammo. 100 energy, I think... 170... Hang on, let's wait for this to recharge. 171. That's 32 rounds. Okay. So it gives you how much the gun has in the clip. That's pretty cool. So it just uses how much ammo the gun normally has. So if I was to do another gun, if I was to do a Magnum, then the Magnum would... What about this? Does it recharge plasma weapons? No, it doesn't recharge plasma weapons. Let's get rid of the third person while active thing. Don't think it gave me any extra grenades. So that's helpful for if you're using human weapons. Plus, I think it's really cool to have the player have a giant backpack on his back. Didn't even notice that the gun tilted downwards when you walked backwards. That's cool. It's the little things that get me happy, chat. The little things in this game make me happy. You know, the ammo thing is actually really cool. Let's change that to 25. Energy change, 0.25%. Okay, first off, another thing I have to do is I got to remove that stupid active sound. There's a stupid sound that active camo plays when you use it. Wait a minute. I could make a thing where, like, you activate it and it makes, like, a belt-fed sound. Or, like, a bullet dropping sound. Hang on, let's check. Sounds. Game SFX. Weapons? Where's the machine gun turret? Where's the Warthog? There's a Warthog. No, okay, hang on. Where do they put this stuff? I want to figure out what's responsible for the bullet casing sounds. Because I want to add it to that. Weapons, chain gun. Where are you hiding the firing effects? So this is the Halo 3 sound. This one doesn't have bullet casings, does it? I think it has bullet casings, but no sound for them. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it has sounds for bullet casings. I know the assault rifle and DMR do, though. For some reason, someone made a mod for the SMG that adds into the game, and it has bullet casing sound effects, despite the SMG being caseless. Yeah, fire. Where did they put the case? There we are, casings. Ah, the casing doesn't have sound? The casings had sound. I guess we'll do pickup sounds. We'll do weapon pickup sounds. Okay, these can go. Primary scale. Marker that doesn't need to exist. We don't need a marker. On activation. On. Why can't I just put a sound there? Active camera. How? Oh, it only uses looping sounds, doesn't it? Ah, you bastard. It only uses looping sounds. You're one of those games that's like only the looping sound works. So not giving 32? Hang on. I don't think that gave 32. You know what? I think I have the thing enabled, which is causing it to lose power when... No, not... No activation. Maybe it's just wrong. Maybe I need 20%. Or 2%. How does this work? I don't think... I gotta be real with you guys. I don't think this matches up with how it actually works, chat. Up to that for now. Okay. So I have a feeling it doesn't work as intended. How long is this supposed to be deactivated for? Hang on. Because I'm at full ammo, I can't use it anymore. Okay. We don't actually need an activation energy cost. We need to make it a toggle. Oh, you know what? No, we don't. We need to make it a hold. Full ammo again. All right, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be back, chat. How dare you? I got some chocolate. Got some chocolate because I didn't want to eat something too filling before dinner. Okay. Oh yeah. Right, he's still alive. How do I keep forgetting that? How do I keep forgetting I haven't killed him yet? Which battle rifle's mine? This one. Sweets before dinner? Yeah. Let's get some battle rifle ammo. Here we go. Max BR ammo. I feel like getting five ammo per use might be not 5 ammo. Oh yeah, getting 5 ammo per full equipment seems pretty busted. I might have to drop it down to like 3 or 4. That being said, yeah, no, it has 100% charge. It's just I don't think it's set up correctly. I also have to redo the lens on the battle rifle scope so it's blue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So if you have only 1 mag left and you use this 5 times, you get maxed out battle rifle ammo. I wish it was like something you could share. I reckon you could probably make an ability where you drop the ammo pack so that multiple people, so like a player could pick it up or something. But for now, it's just going to be like the player gets the ammo. Now that I think about it, you're only getting ammo for the gun that you're currently holding. So it's not like you're getting like ammo for all of them. It's just for whatever weapon you're holding currently. I just need to make it so it makes a sound when you get the ammo. What else do we have? What weapons from other Halo games could we port into this? I could add the flamethrower. Halo Reach doesn't have a flamethrower. Which, I could either do a third person. Oh, no, but the animation, there's no animations for reloading and meleeing with a third person with a flamethrower. There's no support low animations, which is the issue currently. Halo Reach doesn't have what's called support low. So Halo Reach doesn't have anything for like, I don't know Halo, so I don't know Halo. What is a weapon from another Halo game? Hang on, let me boot up Halo the Master Chief Collection. I'm going to boot up MCC and I'm going to look at their weapons. Although, to be fair, a lot of the weapons from other Halo games are things that I've already added in, like the battle rifle. Why are you not working? Oh, I know why. That's why. What games? I can take things from Halo 3, 3ODST, and 2, but I can't. If I take something from Halo 4 and 2 Anniversary, I can only take the model, and I would have to figure out what I'm going to do about the animations. I'm going to report you for bullying. TikTok, help me. Joke's on you. I'm not fucking streaming on TikTok because TikTok always get rid of me. I might actually start streaming on TikTok. Oh, no, but I have to do this stupid thing. I don't have access to a stream key on TikTok. That's the annoying part. I don't have a stream key for TikTok. They don't give you a stream key for some reason. I guess we're just not cool enough to have stream keys. I want to add Halo 4 weapons and Halo 2 Anniversary weapons, but I can't use any animation I want. I'm thinking of using, now that I think about it, I could put in the Halo 2 Anniversary shotgun and give it the Halo 2 and the Halo 2 or 3 animations and make it like a 12 rounder. I think I only have the I don't think I have the Halo 2 shotgun animations. Let's check real quick. Give me a moment. I have animations for weapons, but I don't have all of them. Because I can't download I can't download specific parts of a what's it called? A thingy-mablobbo. H2. Yeah, I only have the energy sword. I can't download specific parts of the animation repository. I have to download either one file at a time, or I have to download the entire fucking thing at once. Which, in case you don't know, it is a big folder. Halo animation repository. These are basically animations they took from the older Halo games when they were on 360. Okay, I'm thinking, what should we use? Should we use Halo 3's shotgun animations, or should we use Halo 2's? Halo 2's are more iconic, but Halo 3's are better. I'm going to use Halo 3's. Because it's also, I think they have more. I already have Halo 3's. Never mind, hang on. I already downloaded Halo 3. Well, I technically downloaded Halo 3 ODST, but I don't think there's much of a difference. Actually, there is a little bit of a difference with the shotgun. I have Halo 3's anyway. It's fine. All right, we're opening up Blender again. What I want to do is I'm going to make the animations faster for the shotgun so that we have a quick reload animation for the reach shotty. We can have like a quick reload animation and have more traditional shotgun. Because what I want to do with this mod is I want to make it so throughout the entire game you're playing with the new weapons. And then once you get to the Pillar of Autumn, you're slowly drip-fed, not slowly drip-fed, but you're slowly, like once you get close to the Pillar of Autumn, all of a sudden, all the weapons turn into the weapons that you'd use in Halo Combat Evolved. That's what I want to do. I want to make it so you play with the Halo Reach weapons, and then when you get to Pillar of Autumn, it slowly gives you the weapons you'll be using in the next game. Because I think that'd be pretty cool. Now, I think I need to quickly yoinky splinky the Halo 3 shotgun. Yes, drip fed. Yeah, you know what I mean, though. Like, once you get past a specific mission, like, once you're at the very end of the game, you just start getting Halo Combat Evolved stuff. I don't know if I want to make it so if you just get Halo Combat Evolved stuff, or when you're there, you also get given both. think it needs to be the first person model, doesn't it? I got to use the Halo 3 shotgun model when I'm doing this, because the Halo 3 shotgun is the only thing that will work. Downloads. Yep. Here we are. Didn't realize it would do that. Join? I feel like that's wrong, but it should be fine. Edit mode. Base. Relations are hand. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. That's not wrong. I thought that was wrong for a second, but it's fine. Armature. So now when the arm has animations, this will get teleported to the arm. A lot of arms. What do we got? What do I need again? Yes, before we do all this, I need to actually port the Halo 3 shotgun into Halo Reach. Let me make a folder. Let me head back to the Halo folder. Lucky Buzz X, objects, weapons, rifle, new folder. M90 S_SG for M90 shotgun. Open up a new folder. There's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna have a lot of folders open while I do this. The most annoying thing is setting up overlays. Just setting up the overlays and overlay group. I was stuck so long last night trying to figure this out. What happens when I stop playing the game or stop modding? We want to take everything from the shotgun section and just copy paste it in here. And then we'll make a render model later. Delete hierarchy. Can I just steal this from Halo 3 without having to do anything else? Because it looks like what's it called already takes it. I'm not going to be using the Halo 3 model, by the way. I think I'm going to replace it with the Halo 2 Anniversary model. Because that one works. That one looks more high fidelity than this one. Weapons. My hair is so in the way. I need to get a haircut. And then I'm going to be a VTuber. I'm going to use my VTuber model after I get that haircut so that no one can see what the horrors that has happened to my face. Foundry importer. Here we are. I wonder if it generated with its materials. I don't think it did. Materials are here, they just didn't generate properly. That's fine though, we don't need the materials. New asset. Data, LuckyBuzzX, option, objects, weapons, M90_SG, FP, and then FP_WIP. New asset, export. Okay. Let me quickly add the shotgun to Sapien. But yeah, basically I want to put the Halo Combat Evolved weapons in the final mission before the thing. So it makes it, I want to do that with all Halo games. Past Halo Reach, I want to have the beginning have the weapons you had in the game before. Then the next mission, you get you get the new weapons, and then when you get to the final mission, you start getting the weapons of the next game, unless it doesn't make sense. Like Halo 3, it wouldn't make sense to have the new weapons. But Halo Combat Evolved 2 wouldn't make sense either. Maybe I'm just dumb. M90 shotgun. Let me rename this to M90 SG. It scares me every time it says bad. I still have my Fortnite weapons in this mod, in my mods. For those who know, you know. If you know, you know. I have Fortnite weapons here. Well, I don't think anyone knows. I don't think I told anyone what I was doing with Fortnite weapons. I was going to try and recreate Fortnite in Halo. Okay, is it either going to crash the game or it's going to work? Okay. That's fine, because it doesn't have the proper stuff for it. Now we go back to Blender. Alright, we need to open this up. Set as animation graph. First person, yep. Open that up a bit more. Okay, new animation. Here's the thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the thing or not. Shotgun. FV shotgun. You make sure this works. Foundry import. Okay, something broke. Did I not choose the right arm or right bone? Camera control base. Is that not the base of the gun? Hang on, let's go back to base. Oh wait, I don't think I. No, that's right. Okay, hang on. I definitely need to fuck something up somewhere. Edit mode. Okay, base is not the right one. Pedestal is correct. Right hand. Why is the gun all the way there? Hang on. I don't think... Why is this so weird? Hang on, what? Okay, a lot of this could have been me fucking up earlier. Fuck, okay. Yikes, hang on. New general. Import AMF. First person. Import AMF. Shotgun. Okay, that looks a lot more correct. Join. Pose mode. Why is gun over there? You mean edit mode? Edit mode. Right hand. Foundry. Animation graph. Now you might think this is a failure, but if I did this, the shotgun's in the right place. The shotgun isn't in fact in the right place. All I have to do is rotate something. It's a pedestal. There we go. Pretty sure it's put everything in this little spot here. I don't know if I need any Halo Reach animations or not. I don't think I need any Halo Reach animations. This thing also needs to stop moving. Oh wait, no it doesn't. That's correct. I thought about using this animation for a semi-auto shotgun, like with removing the pump part. So it'd just be like fire, and then like instead of doing this part, the gun would just come back to the front. It'd just be like bam, and then end of the animation, bam, because like it eases itself into the animations and stuff. Do I need to do anything? Do I need to do them one by one, or can I just keep bringing them in? Okay, I can just keep bringing them in. Let me get a Halo Reach animation real quick. Window. Let's run it back a bit. Let's get this, and we're going to save keyframe. We're also going to do this. This is a little tip. Little tip for anyone who wants to get into Halo modding. Object mode, go down here, put down a camera at this degrees, the perfect degrees, so 90 degrees. Then I can do this, and this is what it looks like in first person. Albeit this little square isn't always correct, but this is pretty much what it'll look like. And also, there's a little thing here. I think it's this one. Yeah. How cool is that? You can see what it'll look like in first person. I'm still thinking about using the Halo 2 animations for like firing and stuff. God, you really pull that thing back, don't you? Your hand isn't even really on the grip. It's like at the very end of the grip. I never even noticed that. Damn. You really don't hold the shotgun as far as I thought you did. Let me quickly steal the Halo 2 animations. I want to see what the Halo 2 animations look like for the shotgun. Never mind. What? Oh, hang on. I fucked up. FP weapons. Here we go. FP shotgun. All right, I'm going to download this and I'm going to port it in. We're going to see what this looks like. We're going to compare the two. Pose mode. Keyframe. So first off, you'll see the difference in position. What the fuck? I don't think this is going to win. So we got this and this. So we got the Halo 3 one, which is like more up and to the side, or we got the Halo 2 one, which is like beneath you. I'm going to be real. I kind of prefer the Halo 2 one. I kind of prefer I prefer the weapon being held down there rather than up and in my face, but I could obviously change that. What do you guys think? Halo 2 or 3 animations? I could also grab the Halo 3, the Halo Combat Evolved one, and then we could really have an argument. I think I prefer the Halo 2 one just because it feels quicker. Is it quicker? It is quicker. It does look like the thing moves before the player actually does. It actually does move. It's by a singular frame, but it's still enough for me to notice. Hang on, let me open up Halo 2 for a second. In the Master Chief Collection, because that's way quicker than anything this could do. Whoa! Whoa! No, not creative. Custom multiplayer. Halo 2 Classic. And then just a random then just player options. Where the fuck? Equipment. Shotgun. Shotus Gunnus. It's either I'm going to do this or I'm just going to move the Halo 3 shotgun's position to be lower. I do like the positioning of Halo 3 shotgun, but every other, like, look at this. I think I prefer this over Halo 3's. It's just the problem is how janky the animations will look in comparison. Like, it'll be very obviously noticeable that it's not Halo 3's animations. It also does look like the shotgun is not going to hit where you're aiming. Okay, whatever. We'll do this. We'll do the Halo 3 ones. Halo 3 ones, I think just look... The Halo 3 ones, now that I look at them, look better. Just undo until it disappears, I guess. There we go. Back to Blender. We can always move where the thing is in the in-game. Nope, wrong one. I have so many folders open. It's unreal. Engine. Right, we were supposed to get a Halo Reach animation. We need to compare, like, how they look. No, not how they look, but the position of things. Okay. First off, what is this? This is pedestal. Okay, so that's the difference. Everything is to the side, but pedestal stays upright. I also like how this completely shredded the shotgun. I'm also going to have to make the direction Y. It should be fine. I shouldn't have to change things. I thought I had a separate... Never mind. I thought I had a separate thing. I guess not. By the way, I only downloaded the first person animations because that's all I'm willing to fuck with. Import. I'm going to have to rotate all of these, by the way. Just in case you guys are aware. I have to rotate every single one of these. Oh, that's right. I have to give it a sprinting animation. God, people are not going to be happy that I'm making sprint animations for... I'm not going to make sprint animations. I'm just going to port in the Halo Reach ones and give it to this. Don't need throw equipment. I need throw grenade. All right, time to rotate all of these and set these up. I also have to make sure that I'm fucking with the pedestal and nothing else. Okay, that's it. This is what we need to make quicker. We need to make this animation quicker. Although I don't know how to make the keyframes faster for this because there's like a lot of keyframes. How do you speed up an animation in Blender? Time to figure out how to speed up animations in Blender, chat. Blender, how to speed up animation. And you go to the dope sheet. Wait, is this it? Oh, I think I just did it. That was easy as fuck. What the fuck? End frame 7. I basically just cut it in half. Hang on, let's see how fast it looks. Huh? There we go. Dude, that's how fast you're gonna be reloading the shotgun. I might have to make this faster too so it doesn't look weird in comparison. Oop, nope. So go like that and that until 12 and then I'll do that. I wonder if I can increase the speed of this. Okay, maybe that was a bit too quick. Okay, this ends at frame 27. This ends at frame 9. There we go. I didn't realize it was that easy to increase the speed of a... It looks so dumb. It does look like a more refined version of Halo Combat Evolved. Trying to remember what there was a button to change the way that frames did it. Like you could sync it to something else. Timeline, view. Play every frame, frame dropping. Yeah. Yeah, so it's not going to play the frame drops, but that's okay. Looks like everything else works pretty nicely. Sprinting. Yes, hang on. I forgot about sprinting for a second. JMA files, Halo Reach. Your name is LOL. All right, before we do add sprinting, I'm going to make sure that this works, because if it doesn't work, that's going to be an issue. I think the scene forward is Y. Objects, characters, Spartans, FP, weapons, rifle, M90_SG. New asset. Export. Just so if I do crash or a problem arises, we don't lose this project. It's writing the tags. It also means we can actually use the shotgun and see what it looks like in-game. I'm hoping this will automatically make the shotgun's reload animation work. Okay, here we go. No warnings. 0 warnings. Yo, that's actually really good. It's been a while since I've had no warnings. Okay. I'll show you guys Sapien. Hmm. Oh, I know what's happened. Where the gun at? I don't know. Checking the render model. In the render model, it's still there. I have an idea of what happened. I have a sneaking suspicion of what happened. You see, I imported it after using Foundry to import it into Blender. So I think it forgot to actually give me the gun. Do that. The other alternative is the gun is actually the wrong size, which is a fair assessment. New asset. I need to replace the shotgun in the thing. Animations work though, except for the fact that they're uncompressed. Thank you, iPhone, for recommending me a streamer who is live. I can't wait to watch them in the middle of my stream. Okay. Yeah, so the animations are currently not done correctly. Not that they're not done correctly, is that they're being heavily compressed by the game. The game is heavily compressing my animations. I just have to set them up as non-compressed, uncompressed even, so that they play the full animation in game. That being said, I don't know how the reload portion works. Save and export. Sample them animations. Okay. Time to go into the animation graph and figure out what is happening with the animations. Because I'm not quite sure how the reload continuing animations work. Reload, enter. We also need to grab the original shotgun animations, just so we can fully understand the problem. It is very funny though. When there's scuff, there's usually a chuckle. I'll let you guys see Foundry. Why isn't Foundry popping up? Foundation, not Foundry. Foundation. Let's see here. Chamber 1. Quite sure what Chamber 1 is. Expert mode. Let's see here. I think it's this one. Hang on, let's copy this. Copy element. This is... Oh, you know what? It's probably because I don't have a shotgun reload full. Is copy. Full. Because this one has continue empty and continue full. I think. Oh, no, it doesn't. What the fuck? Oh, it does, but it's just named the same thing. So we want reload empty, duplicate, and then we just rename this reload full. So let's quickly grab something. Where is it? Reload continue empty. We want this animation object function. Copy. Append. Now this I think happens at 7 frames. So I'm not quite sure why it's reloading the gun instead of the shell. Hang on, let me slow down the anime. Let me slow down the game. I wonder what it looks like in third person. Just looks really quick. It's not playing the finish sound, the finish animation either. I managed to get that to work. Problem is the different thing. Reload. Where's reload exit? There's also a thing called reload empty. Not quite sure why it's taking the shotgun with it. I did uncompress that, right? It is uncompressed. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening here. What if I did a little bit of funny? What if I just It crashed it. What I did crashed it. All right. Maybe I shouldn't fuck with the shotgun. Perhaps fucking with the shotgun is not a good idea. Trying to figure out how to get it to work is kind of annoying, though. But it's something you gotta learn, otherwise you'll never know. Shotguns are the cornerstone of Halo. God, I sound so cringe. Why does it do that? What happens if I reload it without it being empty? Okay. It's the final bit of the animation that needs to play. The part where you like rack the gun. The shotgun doesn't seem to have. It's probably chamber. It's probably called chamber in this game. Yeah, it's called chamber. All right, so we rename reload exit to chamber _1. And then we export it again. Because it needs the correct name. We will have to end stream very shortly, though. Come on. Give us that. Yeah, there we go. Animation graph. Chamber 1, okay. Do I need to do much changing to get that to work? There we go. Well, that is a bit fast. Might have to revert that back to its regular speed. But it does work now. 33. I think I broke it when I did that. Hang on, I gotta remake it again. I gotta redo this. I broke it by mistake. I'm sorry, chat. Forgive me. Chamber _1. I was wondering what the chamber animation was all about. I forgot to... Nah, whatever. It'll work. It'll be fine. It just won't be as smooth as every other animation. Then again, the animation causing the entire gun to follow the shotgun's shell is not great. I might give it to the modding community and see if they know why it's happening. Although I wonder if I could just replace the shotgun with the Halo Reach shotgun. I think the shotgun shell is like attached to the thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out later, but for now, we're going to have to end stream there. I would like to thank everyone for showing up today. That's not the right screen. I'm going to go figure out a fix for this. It might involve me having to redo the entire animation sequence again. This is the first time I've also done a horizontal Twitch stream. Horizontal Twitch stream, YouTube stream. But YouTube, we're going to have to say bye to you. We're actually going to say bye at both at the same time because I don't see someone to raid. So I hope everyone enjoys their day, night, whatever time it is. I'll see everyone, not tomorrow, in about 3 days. 3 days from now. D and I are going to be playing Halo again. We're going to probably finish Combat Evolved. Bye.